What's up, everybody? This is Sean El Presidente, and this is the Stronger the Most podcast. I'm here with eRock and the Peacock. We're going to have Austen Horton on the show. What's up, everybody? How's it been going?
Oh, man, it's been stressful. Stressful week.
Well, that's right. Mark is selling his house.
Stressful month.
Along with me for the last month. We've both been selling our house and going through just trials and tribulations of life.
Yeah, it's like every roadblock that could come along has come along. But finally today, we actually closed on our house. We got funded. We should have our money Monday.
Sweet. That means all this is going to get a lot better.
That means, yeah, that's exactly what that means.
The podcast is only going to get better once Mark sells his house.
Professional.
Yeah. Y'all just thought, because of one of the comments.
This don't change.
Yeah. No, this isn't going to get any more professional. This is going to stay just as shitty as all.
But the way we look should change slightly.
Hey, so we're going to have, we're going to have Austen Horton on the show. He is a world record breaking power lifter and also broke a bunch of bones in his body. So we're going to be talking to him later. He's been a big part of why I was a power lifter, and I think he inspires a lot of people. And when you're at meets and stuff, this guy's always there helping everyone. There's been times where I've had people bail, and he was right there for me. So I love that guy to death. We're going to post his the way that you can donate to him, and we'll do everything we can to help him. We're going to make a donation to Austin too, so we love that guy.
Yeah, y'all hang around to watch that that interview. Is going to be good. So
the next thing we got going on is we're going to pour each one of us a drink.
Oh, no.
I have not had any Glenlivet's or any scotch at all.
I am a scotch drinker.
Because he's old.
Every week, we're going to have a little segment where we try a different type of
I just figured out
whiskey.
Scotch, E. You got to be over 50.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
How old were you when you first drank Scotch?
27.
Oh, my God. But that was in 1947, so...
I also have a first time I drank Scotch, and I also have a last time I drank Scotch.
Right.
And they're both about the same length.
The same date. So what we have here...
Top
I
shelf.
went and grabbed something that I thought these beginners might like. So it is a mid-range Scotch. It's a Glenlivet, but it's a Caribbean Reserve. So this Scotch was aged in drums that previously contained rum.
Drums?
Rum drums.
Rum drums.
They previously contained rum. So we're going to give this a shot.
I'm so flaccid over this fucking...
Everybody's nervous but me.
Dude.
Look, that's all I'm giving you.
So is this week's Cock It or Sock It segment?
Oh, I'm so socking the
we
shit
can make
out
this the Cock It or Sock It.
No.
So y'all going to hear Cock It or Sock It
little
on the
later.
show. And what that is that's
I smell it. It smells like
so Cock It or
whiskey.
Sock It is we could throw anything out there, and if it's something we like, something we would push to encourage other people to do or watch or listen to, it's a cock it.
Remember when you
if
were
it's
a
something
kid?
we totally disagree with, it's a socket.
Remember when you were a kid and like you wanted to, like everybody was trying an alcohol for the first time and you were like, yeah, I'm going to try that.
This is not that.
And then there's that one guy that really drinks it. The Peacock is that guy. And we are the other kids that are smarter than that. Won't drink that shit.
They're both weenies.
If I have to be a wiener to not drink this, let me smell the bottle without it watered down. Without it watered down.
That's pretty good. Yeah, do that.
Feeling it.
No, drink it. Like
What?
Oh, you're just gonna smell it.
Just gonna smell. Let's put it out here for the people.
What are you,
to see.
12?
Oh, put it right here. I might decide to take a swig of it. Let me make my decision.
Okay. I'm not insinuating at 12 you would have drank scotch, but.
Oh, are we doing this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go, Eric. Oh, God. Are you on video?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's not that bad.
No. That's a grown man drink.
Not that good either.
It's not that good. But hey, I will say this.
It's an acquired taste.
I do smell. The aftertaste is the rum. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like when you take a breath after, you taste rum a little.
Yeah. It's good.
I get the essence of
So I cock it.
someone dropped a cigar in my drink.
I cocked the Glenlivet.
You're going to cock the shit out of that Glenlivet? Who
Caribbean
is Glenlivet, and why do you
Reserve.
want to cock him so bad?
Glenlivet actually makes a pretty decent scotch. They got, I mean, you can buy as old a scotch as you want, but they make a 12-year-old that's pretty good.
I'm trying so hard for you. I'm trying so hard for the cock to do this.
Can I get some adults? Can I get some adults on the show?
That taste.
Damn it.
That taste reminds me of
Fuck.
eating dinner in DC at a cigar bar.
Good.
Yeah, and just trying to do scotch?
Everything was just
Eating dinner
everything
and trying
smelled
to
like
breathe.
smoke. And then the buddy I was with, he said, "Hey, let's do a podcast." We did one of his podcasts in that same place. We were in there for hours. I walked out of that place. I smelt like a cigar, like a hand-rolled cigar. Everything. I had to change my watch band
have
because I had the
another,
rubber
please.
watch band, and it smelled like cigar. I threw away my clothes. I left my coat behind, and that's exactly what this
Hey,
tastes like.
and for you true Scotch drinkers, they made me put ice in it. So
Oh, God. Jesus. Fuck. All right. That really threw me off my game.
all right, what's next?
Let's go to some eRock's current events.
Me, my current events. This is the last thing I looked up online. So.
Yeah, show that picture. Right
God, dude, even burping it, the spice back up is fucking ridiculously bad.
It's not.
Dude, when I asked people for suggestions on whiskey to try out here, I probably asked like
What a pussy.
10 people. I asked 10 people.
I didn't think he was that much of a
8 out of 10 gave me a scotch to try.
yeah.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
All of them old as fuck. They
Yeah.
were so master lifters that I told me.
Maybe the older you get, more of your taste buds die.
Yeah, and then you
And
just
no.
said something like that in order to taste something.
Yeah, that has to be it.
They like old people like spicy food and Glenlivet's. Hey, are you old? Are you old as fuck? Try Glenlivet's. You can taste it.
That's right.
Do you like jalapenos and others really spicy foods because you're old as fuck and can't taste anymore? Try Glenlivet's. It's gross.
No, it's not.
You know what's funny is when I first took a sip, I was like, it ain't that bad. And then I took a big drink and I went, you should sip it if you are going to drink
It's
it.
not. It's a sipping whiskey.
Oh, well.
You did the right thing.
I think I might have liked it better without water and the ice melting.
Yeah. You don't put water in good scotch.
I tell you what,
Crazy.
for the show, I will take a guzzle of this Glenlivet's, but if I throw up, don't tell Sarah. Don't tell your wife. Don't tell your wife if I throw up if I take a good
No, you
swig
got
of
to
this.
make a path. Sinks right over there.
Oh, my God.
Okay, where are we at?
Are we still recording?
Oh yeah.
And just whatever happens,
yeah.
happens. All right.
All right. So
I'll do this after the news.
you're gonna swig that?
I'm going to fucking take a guzzle, a blump blump of it.
Better you than me, bro.
I'm doing
All
it for
right.
the show. You want me to do it now and then we can just use it as a... I'd like to get it out of the way.
You don't have to do it at all.
You don't have to do it at all.
Look, anything for the show, you know, guys.
Oh, he really likes it.
Whatever.
Or else he wouldn't be doing this.
Oh my god. Oh.
This bump?
Fuck you, bro. Glenlivet's. It's gross.
It is not gross. You Scotch drinkers know what I'm
Christ.
talking about.
Fuck.
So I guess Scotch.
That
is all-
burns I just drink as much
it
as
hits
y'all
different.
drink. Hey,
It hits different.
it does. Good. I'm glad we agree on something. It hits fucking different. It is a different kind of burn when it's going through your body.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Definitely burns.
Yeah.
Now I know what it's like.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All right, E, what we got, bro?
All right, we've got a headline out of the UK. Straight from across
straight off the
the pond.
boat.
So there's a lot of ads in this. I don't know if we want to put
Across the
that
pond, okay?
All right.
up on the
let's go. Let's
screen.
get this
But,
done.
I'll throw it up there
Hey-o.
for a second so everybody can see this amazing headline.
With foot fetish. Oh.
Let E read it. Drunk.
So it says UK man with foot fetish makes more than 1,200 harassment calls to health hotline.
He keeps going to the well.
Oh my God.
That's it for me.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't believe you.
UK man with a foot fetish makes more than 1,200 harassment calls to a health hotline.
What kind of harassment calls?
Yeah, what we got going here?
So he would call them.
How so many? Dude, I haven't made 1,200 phone calls in
Yeah, I know Eric and Candace have it.
the last 10 years. Yeah, I can't get this guy.
They don't
to
ever answer
for
their phone.
nothing. Matter of fact, he was right outside your door
And sent me the
super-
voicemail.
Hey, and super available, straight to voicemail.
I was walking up the sidewalk.
Answer your fucking phone, Eric. He's the tech guy, and he's like, I don't do
You should
this.
answer your phone and go,
me.
hey, I'm here, and hang up.
Email me.
Hey,
At least give me something.
my phone is not that important to me. I don't always have it in front of my face.
So it says that
Okay.
Cove apparently really likes to hear women talking about their feet. To get this, to get his rocks off, he developed a convoluted method
Wait a minute.
impersonating an elderly lady to get to get the phone staff to talk about their own feet.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh my God!
First thing, you can read that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, so you old fuck. So the main the fucked up part of this story, well, the whole thing's fucked up. But he made 1,200 phone calls to do this.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And two,
Wait, over how long? How long of a?
It went on
12 months.
No,
That's how long he's going to jail.
He should.
God damn, he's just going to be in there fucking some dude's foot the whole time.
Is it like?
That's all he needs is feet.
So he ended up getting in a lot of trouble. He ended up having to pay over $30,000. They say he put lives at risk because he was tying up.
Yeah,
I didn't
he's
even
tying
think
up
about that
nurses
aspect.
and-
Tying up
yeah.
receptionists.
I'm thinking about hot feet the whole time, which there isn't a such thing because feet are gross.
You're stupid.
You like hot feet?
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself having a foot fetish?
No, but it's my first judgment of a woman.
What? How they take care of themselves?
Yes.
Really?
If they got pretty feet, then they'll take care of everything else.
Mine's definitely their mouth.
Okay, let's move on.
Dude, if you got a clean mouth, good teeth. Look, dude.
Okay.
Teeth.
Okay.
Anyway,
Moving on.
if a woman goes and they got good white teeth, what's the first thing you look at in a woman? Just to recognize.
Teeth are pretty high up there.
Does the missus have a pretty good clean
She's
bill
got a
of
good
teeth?
grill.
Oh, my wife has amazing teeth.
She does.
She
Say it again.
has amazing teeth.
No, but you kind of longed it,
Yes,
like
it-
you were.
She has amazing teeth.
You know, see what I'm saying?
Some of the best teeth I've ever seen in actual
What about your
real
wife's
life.
feet, Mark?
Whoa. Moving on.
What about your what about your wife's feet?
My
They
wife
well
has
taken
pretty
care
feet.
of?
Yeah.
I don't think y'all would say otherwise. So
First
fuck
thing I
off.
looked at.
right? If I was like, hey,
Hey,
how's
the
your
proof
wife's
is-
mouth?
The proof
Hey,
is
you
in the
real-
pudding.
If I'm,
She has one of the
hey,
most
dude,
beautiful smiles.
Hey, right here's where you enter a picture of your old lady, but you put somebody else with just really janky ass teeth.
Hey, if I'm meeting somebody
Uh-huh.
and they got sandals on, I go up, and go, hi, how you doing?
Yeah. I'm right at their face because I'm
No,
like-
if they got jacked up feet, then that's it.
dude, if their teeth are fucked
I'm
up,
never
you
wearing
wouldn't have made it
sandals
past
around
their
you, Mark.
mouth.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, mouth is the main thing.
So, a raw foot, unmanicured, unpedicured. That's what
Means
you're
they're
looking
lazy.
for, or
They're
you
lazy.
want it to be?
No, it's got to be on point.
Got to have the French tips.
Got to be on point. No,
French
it's just got to be on point.
Hey, if you want the tip, you gotta have the tips. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
That's how Mark rolls. The Peacock
Rule number 1.
the Peacock's
Okay,
Never mind.
moving on.
We'll go for Mark's sake. But
Moving on. Moving on.
that
Moving on.
cock staying flaccid unless there's some feet.
Okay. That'll be
So
edited.
yeah,
That'll
that's
be
it.
edited out.
That's it. This dude called over 1,200 times.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like to hear about feet.
Yeah.
You know, he must.
Yeah, he's a-
him and Mark probably in a Facebook group together.
Oh, definitely.
No. No, I don't have a foot fetish.
No fetish, but just if he first meets someone, his
It
head
is.
drops to see their feet. No fetish.
I said that comedically.
Okay. Me too about the mouth thing. I totally don't look at their mouth ever. Let's go. What else we got, eRock?
Yeah.
Let's go. Mark's getting uncomfortable.
All right, what do you got, Mark?
All right, so we had the Olympics that I guess wrapped up this last weekend.
Thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord. But you know, our foundation of our podcast is around powerlifting. I'm not a powerlifter. I am a track athlete.
I think it's just
Of
strength
sorts.
sports. I think it's strength
Just
sports.
strength sports in general.
And your facet of and what you do.
Did you say flaccid?
Yeah, you
Facet.
You flaccid. Even flaccid, he can throw a discus like 400 miles.
Yeah, you see,
When he's hard, you ought to see how far.
see that mountain over there? I
Yeah.
bet I could throw that.
Yeah, I once saw him hard.
I could throw it a country mile.
Yeah, he threw hard. He was hard as a rock.
So, anyway, we had, and those of you that don't follow track and field, I get it. But for me, the men's shot put event this year was the best freaking shot put performance in one meet ever. Ryan Krauser.
Is that fucking Kenny Powers
I've been
throwing the fucking shot?
absolutely not.
It looks just like you, dude.
Hey, Ryan Krauser. I've been following Ryan Krauser for about 12 years since he was about a junior in high school.
Red-headed Kenny Powers.
This dude in high school, he was like 6'6", probably 220. He was just amazing in high school. But now he went to UT, through at UT.
Texas boy.
No, he's from Oregon.
Once you go to Texas, the University of Texas, you're adopted as a Texan.
So his throws at the Olympics, 74-11, 75-2, 75, 74-7, 73-11, and then Olympic record 76-5.
Is
76 feet 5.5 inches. But he broke the Olympic record 3 times in his series. This dude's amazing. He's 6'7", 320 pounds.
Is it crazy? I mean, I know that you're super into it, but what kind of glasses is he wearing, and where do I get a pair of those?
You making fun of my guy?
No, dude, that guy, he looks awesome,
This
and those
dude-
are some awesome glasses.
This dude, literally, this dude is the best shot putter in history.
So what was the record breaking throw, and what compared to
76 5.5, 75 something. I don't remember now, but 75 feet.
76. You said 76 something.
No, the previous record was 75 something. He broke it 3 times in this Olympics.
so as frame of reference, what was your best?
I never threw the 16-pound shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What just for a little background, this is something, how far did you go in your track and field experience yourself? I mean, not talking about what you're doing now, but before you came back to it, where did you go and what did you do, Mark?
Okay, so I threw the shot put and discus in high school.
Can you bring up a picture of Mark in high school, please?
No, he can't.
Okay.
I got to send him one.
No, he's got one. Go ahead, Mark.
No, he don't.
Go ahead and talk about what you're going to talk about. What have you done in high school?
Okay, so in high school, I threw the shot put and discus. I came up behind some great throwers at the high school level. Back in that day, our area was like a breeding ground of freaking good throwers.
Discus and shot put?
Discus and shot put. We had people from our district here in this area that went to state every year.
God, he got old
You might
quick.
be careful on that.
Yeah, he got old fast. He's not going to show this. He's just bringing
No.
No, but
So anyway,
last 5 years. There you go.
Oh yeah.
So this is Mark.
Anyway, keep going, Mark.
Anyway,
We say anyway a lot.
thanks, Eric.
Look at that guy.
So I came up behind some great throwers: Ty Bethel, Al Johnson, who I'm throwing with now currently in the Masters division, Marshall Land, David Stanley, rest in peace. I came up with a lot of good throwers in high school. My senior year, I think it's safe to say I was probably the first high school kid to spin in the shot put.
Which is what this guy's doing.
This
I mean,
what
just
he's
for
doing.
reference, you used to not see people spinning.
No,
throwing
never.
The shot put. They did a what's it called?
The glide.
The glide.
Yep.
And that was the norm.
Yeah.
And now the norm for people.
Now the
that
norm is
record-
spinning.
Right. And that's just all about momentum, right? Like that's
Yeah.
and speed,
all
right?
technique and torque.
So now this guy, compared to the guys that used to hold the records, were probably just big meatheads, and this guy has athleticism and can spin.
Randy
and can do it
Barnes
all.
was a previous world record holder. That record stood for 31 years.
Right. And
he was a
spin?
spinner. Yeah.
Right. So that just goes to show before that guy,
Yeah.
they were just strong as shit.
Yep.
And now this guy and everybody else,
O'Brien, Michael Carter.
that's got to
all
feel
them
pretty
guys.
cool that you were the first guy in your area to do the spin with a shot put. When
I was.
You did it.
I
And then to
confident
know
saying
that. So did the Barnes guy, was that one of your,
I'll
was
just
that
say
one of your
this.
guys
When I
that you looked up to, though? Barnes?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but I was mainly a discus thrower. And in the shot put, though, from my junior to my senior year in high school, I didn't improve much. So in my head, I'm going, well, why don't I try spinning like I do in the discus? You know? So I did, and I went from 52 feet. The first day I threw 60 feet. You know, it's just the spin is just a far better technique for that.
Right.
But in the discus, I was All-American, threw 201 feet. At that time, it was the second furthest throw in the history of Texas.
Does
That's
this
gone down from since then.
Yeah, does this guy have a women's counterpart that you would like to talk about at all?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
hold up, guys. The AC vent tripped on and the lens to the camera fogged up, and we're clear now. Go ahead.
Okay. You ready now?
Ask your question again.
So as far as who was the guy that broke the record again, Mark? If you want to mention his
Ryan
name. one more
Krauser.
time. Ryan Krauser. Does he have a women's counterpart? And is she American? And is she awesome?
I think you know all the answers.
I do.
Everything.
I'm asking for everyone else, Mark.
Valerie Allman.
Mm-hmm.
She on the screen now?
Yes, she is.
Yeah. This woman here, she just broke the American women's discus record, 230 feet. 230 feet. She, the thing that people don't know about her is she was in a dance crew promoted by America's Got Talent.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
somehow she found out about a discus throwing competition. And so she went to that, and then this is where she's at. Now she's an Olympic champion. She's a American record holder, and the thing that kicks it off, the topper of it all, she's hotter than a $2 pistol.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Though
Yes. Yes.
we all know the reference. We We all know the term butterface.
No.
And she is
no,
hot.
no, no.
So
No.
I took the liberty of
Butterface.
No.
I took the liberty of
You're wrong.
bringing up some other very, very attractive
Okay.
pictures.
Let's see something.
Let's see some others.
Let's take a look.
Butterface.
Let's see some others.
Oh.
That's
Look at that
good.
shit.
Yeah. Butterface. What else we got?
That's a competitor right there.
Yeah, you're right. Butterface.
Whatever.
She looks a little hefty. Oh, not hefty, but she looks
Are
like
you crazy?
That's not peak conditioning right there for her.
I mean that one compared
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
this one.
Y'all are
Jacked
crazy.
right there.
She's
She's always
I'm just
jacked.
saying
I'm just saying.
she's in great shape in the black,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
she's
yeah.
in Olympic shape in the.
Yeah, she cut some weight for the Olympics.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with either. Both beautiful bodies, but that face, though. Oh.
What?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that ass made me turn into Morgan Freeman. Hello,
Valerie Almond. Hey.
Is that your
Valerie
last
Almond.
one? Is that the last one you got?
That's the
for
last
you.
one I got of
Hey,
of
this
Valerie.
drink's for you, Valerie.
Oh, this some bitch is
Badass.
toasty.
Cheers.
All right, let's have. I'll have one for Valerie. Butterface. He put his drink down. He
Okay.
didn't
Safe
like
to
it.
say, Valerie won't ever follow us.
No, she will. Butterface.
God.
So Sean, you still haven't given us your current event.
I forgot about me because I've been drinking Glenlivet Scotch. Cause
Caribbean.
yeah, Caribbean Reserves. It tastes like shit, but also if you drink enough of it,
No, it doesn't.
if you drink enough
He's
of
done
it,
took 2 pulls off of it
3.
after he said he hated it.
Yeah, so a man tried to steal a UFC welterweight's car, and I'm sure that was the biggest surprise of his life. Jordan Williams, who is a pretty highly ranked welterweight UFC fighter, catches him outside, and he's in the process of stealing his car. It looks to me like Jordan gets some knees in as he's trying to go. So I'm sure when this guy, when Jordan opened the door, as he's reversing, and he started throwing, like puts him in a tie clinch and starts throwing them knees, he was like, "Oh shit!"
Gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Pick the wrong dude.
Fight or flight.
And
Fight
one
or
of the
flight.
things that when having this
And I'm not gonna
conversation,
fight.
do we have the video? E?
Yeah, we do.
So let's bring up the video. One of the things that I had this conversation with the guys at work, and can I talk over the top of this? Yeah, let's just watch the video. Not from a UFC fight. This is a video of a video evidence.
Oh, yeah. There you go, right there.
So he
Now that
saw
was
you
hard.
going inside.
Uh-huh.
Got out, went inside the store. Probably, what do you think a UFC fighter's getting at the store? Definitely not Glenlivet's.
I think an energy drink. Or some cigars.
I was thinking condoms and some.
Well, this dude just jumped in.
I'm
What's
sorry.
he gonna do?
UFC fighters definitely don't wear condoms. Look at this. I'm a pa,
Bam.
pa. Oh, dude, how quick were those? Was those 2 knees though? And
Hey.
how bad? How bad?
But how good were they? Because that son of a gun ran off.
And how big of a testament is it to the YouTube to the UFC? And how little they pay their fighters. That UFC fighter's driving a Toyota Corolla.
But
Fuck you,
he's
Dan
driving
White.
a Corolla because he threw a knee at some dude off the street, and that dude just ran off.
Yeah. And one of the things I was telling some of the bigger guys at work and that I live with and stuff, they were like, "Damn, that guy's kind of small." And I was like, "Let me just tell you this: a UFC fighter, it doesn't matter what weight class he's in, probably will fuck you up regardless of how big you are. He don't give a shit."
If you stand
No
there
doubt.
and
Look,
fight,
those-
if you stand there and fight him, if you run off like that dude did, that dude was smart.
Yeah, but he still took a good ass. There. If you read into the article about it,
Oh,
he
yeah.
had injuries from those.
There you go,
knees
right
that-
there.
You don't
So he saw you
misjudge
when
when
you
you're a
saw it.
UFC fighter. Like those knees landed and they fucked that guy up. You know what I'm
But
saying?
the fact
It's like,
that he ran off says a lot.
oh yeah, for sure. But it's crazy that I can't quit watching it because it's so fucking awesome. I wish everybody had some kind of formal training.
If he really landed
Look
those
at this.
knees, that dude would have went to run off, and fell down.
Yeah, look,
Boom.
he basically
He should fall down right there.
Well, also Jordan also kind of just threw him away and was like, "Get the fuck out of my car," you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everybody gets some kind of formal training to take care of yourself, to where when pieces of shit like that try to steal your car, they get what's coming. And that was you could take a kickboxing class and learn what he just did. That's just some tie clenched knees. So,
What about a Tybo tape?
you can do a fucking Tybo tape with Billy Blanks if you want to, but anything's better than not knowing nothing at all. And that guy just got his Toyota Corolla back because he's a fucking UFC fighter that gets paid $6,000 a fight.
All right. Next segment.
So next one's cock it or sock it.
So cock it or sock it. Like we said in the beginning, if there's something we are positive or like, it's cock it. If it's something we want to get rid of or don't agree with or don't like, then it's a socket.
And we'll start with the Peacock. What's your cock it or sock it,
Peacock.
sir?
Okay, so I've been seeing videos and stuff about a band that's being compared to Led Zeppelin.
Oh my God, I've heard this band and it's horrible, bro.
So,
I shouldn't
socket
have
or
said that.
socket, is Greta Van Fleet the next Led Zeppelin?
As far as being the next Led Zeppelin, fuck off, dude. Led Zeppelin, in my eyes, is the greatest band of all time. But the Eagles are the greatest band of all time. But not American band. Led Zeppelin's the shit. Hard rock, they say hard rock. They're the best hard rock band of all time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean,
Great
when they first came out, granted they were solid. Rock
Yeah,
band.
breath of fresh air sounded old school.
Oh
right?
Yeah,
yeah,
sounded old school.
in a world where everything's electronic and 808 bass drums.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a refreshing sound, but no, you can't compare them to
So socket.
Socket. Yeah,
Definitely
I
Socket.
I just read an article about them. Actually, not just, but I guess a few months back I came across an article about them.
That way that the
I saw
singer
it.
sings, I might want to cock it.
I saw an interview with Robert Plant,
Yeah,
and he kind of laughed it off.
Yeah,
yeah.
So based on what Robert Plant said, I sock it.
Yeah. If Robert Plant says it,
Yeah.
Robert Plant could go. He's the one guy that can go jump off a bridge, and I'll probably be like, "You think that's a pretty good idea, Mr. Plant? Let's go jump off that
I'm
bridge."
jumping off a bridge.
Yeah.
when is Greta Van Fleet filling up a stadium?
Yeah.
Oh, never, dude.
I mean-
let's not even try. The fact that they try to compare him to Led Zeppelin,
Yeah.
was
It's all about his voice.
but also it was a plus. But also it's a detriment in the long run because you're never going to live up
Oh,
to
yeah.
Led Zeppelin.
No.
Ever.
You can't.
Not in this era at all. Even if he could,
Nope.
even if he could sing as bad as he tries to do an impression of Robert Plant,
Yeah.
you're not going to sing like Robert. Robert Plant can't even sing like Robert Plant anymore. That dude was the shit, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
He was.
But I mean, yeah, he made great music. I mean, even when he went bluegrass with Austen Kraus, that
Until
was
Greta
still a
Van
great
Fleet's
album.
guitarist sells his soul to the devil, never going to be as good.
Never.
No.
Mine is a true cock it or socket. So now it's time for the president, El Presidente's cock it or socket. Mine's a true one, and we've had the conversation probably a long time ago. But mine is, and if you can pull up a picture of this amazing lady, this is her in her current state, Jane Fonda, and this is a true cock it or socket. And I'm basically asking whether or not you would want to lay down and have relations with Jane Fonda now in 2021. The one with the gray hair where she looks a little bit like a peacock would be perfect. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Mark for a second.
Yeah. So Jane Fonda now, cock her or sock her. And I don't mean physically abuse her at all. I mean, lay down with that lady or get rid of her and not.
Am I going first?
It's probably more of a sentimental thing for you, right?
I never was a Jane Fonda fan, other than the workout thing where she was in her Jane Fonda workout.
Right.
And even then, I was like, eh.
Tell me about it, though, because neither of us were there for it.
Yeah, you were babies. Y'all were babies.
But the Peacock was on hard at that point.
Yeah.
So this is the lady from Murder, She Wrote.
No,
bro.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, we're going to judge.
That being said,
This isn't Angela Lansbury.
I'm
so close, though, now. This is the present day Angela Lansbury.
unfortunately, the way I'm made, I go younger.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah, there's not many older women like that I would do that. So I'm a socket.
oh, I didn't expect that at all. That was surprising. E?
I mean,
You're not. This is you not being married, just based on this.
I would never
beautiful
hit on that.
Just based on this beautiful lady.
as much as I enjoyed her
With her purple hair.
her typewriting skills
Uh-huh.
in Murder, She Wrote, I am gonna have to say socket.
It's not the same girl.
Oh,
Armakaka. Let's go next. What's up?
I'm gonna.
What's going on?
Wait a second.
What do you got,
Wait.
E? Your
Just
turn.
like-
Cock it or sock it?
No,
You,
Wearing
E.
I'm wearing
Your
both
turn.
socks on this one.
she's all yours, dog.
Yeah.
Both socks.
Anyway,
That's all you.
cut to eRock. What's going on?
Yeah, we know.
You thought this was going a whole different
I
way.
did,
didn't
dude.
you?
I was like, that's fucking Jane Fonda, bro. I've also seen that VHS tape.
But I mean, she was
Come on.
she was pretty when she dropped the jewel in the ocean at the end of Titanic.
Yeah, I get it, bro.
She was gorgeous.
That's right. You're right.
Anyway, what about you, eRock?
Hey,
I don't like to move on very often,
E-Rock,
but fuck off. When you want to move on, we move on. Let's move on. I said I'd cock
let's
her.
move on.
Jesus Christ, how many times I got to say I cock something before this fucking happens? Jesus.
On that note, folks, that ends the Cock It or Sock It segment of the show.
Mark's winding it up. Winding it up.
Up next,
So we got we got shout outs to two of the lifters on Team STM. These people I posted one of their lifts today. Both of them are people that have followed the Stronger the Most page from the original Stronger the Most 20 page back in the day to Team Stronger the Most and now the Stronger the Most podcast. And so I want to give a shout out to the Trap House Daddy. And I posted one of his deadlifts today. He was deadlifting on a stiff bar over 600 pounds. His true name is Jason Tracer. We'll be putting these links up, righty, on these people for people to follow them, and the link will be in the bios of everything. And he has been a supporter of us from the get-go. Our female lifter of the day. Well, let's check out Trap House Daddy here. So I don't know if y'all know, but that's a stiff bar that he's using. That's not a deadlift bar. And he's just repping out over 600 pounds.
So he's a real lifter.
Yeah, and if you notice that shirt he's wearing, we'll have those available soon on our website and our store, and you'll be able to get those along with some other shirts that we'll be having very soon. That's the original Team STM Stronger Than Most shirt. And that guy, look, with the shirts and stuff that we'll be selling, I package those things myself. We send them to you, and we make sure that they're all exactly what we want them to be. We wear them ourselves.
We're going to have some other
Designs and stuff like that.
We're going to have some other designs coming out too.
So the other one was one of the first people that even asked me for a shirt, the female lifter of the week, and I'll be posting some of her lifts from the past, and particularly some where she's wearing our gear. Bree Ferguson, her Instagram handle is Brebre, BREBRE 743, and I'm not going to lie. This chick looks like she might weigh 90 pounds. She don't have any of her particulars on there, but she looks like she weighs 90 pounds.
Let's see her.
And can pick up 300 pounds or three times more than that. Her and her husband will eventually be on this podcast. She's a little beast, dude. And that's her husband behind her there. I believe he coaches her. Also, he definitely supports the shit out of her. And I think that's a good dynamic, that it's a husband and wife duo, and that they're
a cool squat bar.
Yeah, that's a cambered squat bar. So for those that don't know, she's squatting with chain weight, so it's heavier at the top, weighs less at the bottom. So she's kind of training the top of her.
What's her name?
Bree Ferguson.
Good job, Bree.
Yeah, so her and her husband are both lifters. I follow her husband too. Everybody go follow her at Bree743 on Instagram. Support her. Give her a shout out. If you haven't, just telling her she's doing a great job, because she is. They're both super consistent, and both of them have been supporters of the team, and that's what we're trying to grow here is our team. I appreciate it a whole bunch. So what else we got, E? We have a guest on the show.
Yeah, so up next, you guys are going to talk to Austen Horton. You sat down with him a little earlier and got a chance to meet with him. If you guys want to speak to that, maybe introduce what we're about to see here.
Okay. Yeah, Austen is a world record-breaking powerlifter. He's kind of a deadlift specialist, but he does it all. And he's had a stint where he did some prison time, and recently he's had an really bad injury that he's trying to come back from. He was a business owner, a father, and a husband, and he's doing what he has to do to come back. We'll also be posting his links. I can't say it enough. We'll be posting his links in the bio and throughout the show, so that you can see and donate to his to the cause to help him get back on his feet. All right, we're here with Austen Horton. What's up, Mr. Horton? Mr. Horton is a world record-breaking powerlifter and a recently injured powerlifter at that. What's going on, brother?
I'm doing good. I went from on top of my game to So, you know.
Yeah.
My son's already told me I'm really not Superman. I'm Iron Man.
Oh yeah.
There you
I would
go.
agree with him. With what I saw in the X-rays and stuff. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Hey, so what we wanted to do, and the reason we had you on, was for one, that you had the world records in powerlifting, and the relationship that me and you established, and how you've helped me over the years. But also, recently you've had an injury, and you have a past before powerlifting. So we wanted to let you talk, let you go through kind of the timeline of things that happened, and then and let it help people the way that it helped me. So.
Yeah. Everybody just knows me from from powerlifting, from Iron Rebel venues, from USPA venues, different federation venues. Lifted in a few different federations, primarily USPA though, but it hasn't always been a 275-pounder lifestyle. You got to look back before my eras, and I've talked about it in many different times, and that was from drugs and alcohol to, gang banging and to prisons and stuff.
Right.
So, you gotta, the guy you see nowadays is great. He's a lovable teddy bear. He wants to help everybody succeed. If you're on a bad level, he wants to get you to that next level and then push you to that next level up there. And,
right.
That's what I want to be known for as I age. What I've strived to do these last going on almost 6.5 years, 7 years. It's a day by day thing you got to think of. You look back in that mirror and you're like, man, I'm not going back there no more. Whatever happened yesterday, I'm not going back into yesterday. We're gonna go over here. If we got to help somebody, let's help them out.
Yeah.
You may just be able to be there and sit with somebody, you know, and get them off that rough road they're on.
What was intriguing to me is whenever me and you talked initially, there's not too many people that can identify with getting in trouble like that and stuff, but a lot of my friends and family have been in trouble like that. And when you told me the length of time that you were in trouble, I was like, and for you to seem as normal and as helpful and such a good person, it gives you a lot of hope and a lot of fuel to be a better person when somebody does something like that.
I mean, my length of doing time almost stretched a decade and a half. And you're looking at a course of almost 22 and a half years, you know, in and out of the system. And most people that do something like that, you know, they're staying in the system.
Right.
And it got to a point to where, you know, I was tired. I was just tired of going back and forth, you know, the drug problems, going down to like 140 pounds, you know, of nothingness, you know.
Damn.
Look in the mirror and you don't even recognize anything of what's going on there, you know. It's a real sad life. It's a life that, you know, I'm still in contact with a few people from back in the day, and they're still in the same era. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I look at them, and I try not to judge anybody, you know,
right?
Because I don't feel like I'm any better than, you know, the next man, and the next man's no better than me.
Isn't it a weird feeling though, having that feeling like once you become a power lifter, or Mark has records in the discus over the years, and you seem like a different person sometimes, and you almost do have a feeling of, and I hate to say it, but sometimes you have this feeling of, I'm a little better than a normal person. And it takes something like what you've been through recently, for me anyway, or something else traumatic to kind of knock you back down to earth sometimes.
Well, I don't perceive it as I'm better than any one individual. I look at all of my peers as, you know, we're on the same playing level. I mean, I don't care if you've got a 2,500 pound total, you know, or a 2,000 pound total or whatnot. Mm-hmm. I look at you as you're still a man. I'm a man. You know, you're a man. Mark's a man. You know, anything can happen with those 9 lifts in powerlifting.
Right. You know, and that's when I described Stronger Than Most to you, that's what it's about was, and that was kind of the sell of it was, hey, I want everyone to know that because you get up and you do this every day, whether you have a 2,000 pound total or 1,000 pound total, you're still stronger than an average person that doesn't do the things that we do. And that's anybody that gets up and goes to work every day in any way. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. I mean, and Stronger Than Most, you know, I think we'll all agree is, you know, it's a mindset.
Right.
It's really a mindset for us. And you know, just because I'm having a shit day, it doesn't make somebody weak. It doesn't make anybody bad. You know, everybody's going to have a shit day from now on, from here or there. You know, it's can we get past that 1 second,
right,
move on to the next second, and then move on to the next second. You know.
Well, talking about somebody that knows how to move on to the next second, what exactly happened to you in that second that you fell, and what's going on? And I'd like for you to tell us, like, what happened, what were the injuries, and what's next for Austen Horton, you know?
Well, you know, I'm going to back some of it up just a little bit, you know. So, like, I finished my last prison sentence in November 23rd, 2013. Mm-hmm. I finally got off paper of March of 2014. That's
parole. That's parole for anybody that don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, so, you know, you're looking at from the mid-90s. You're looking at from the mid-90s until, like, 2014. And I can say this, you know, I can laugh about it because I'm thinking, damn, son, you just wasted all this beautiful life.
Half of it, right? Half your life?
In a damn prison cell doing nothing. You didn't do one single positive thing other than get out. And half the times you went right back, you know? And I look at myself and I'm like, you know, there was no thought process in anything of that. You know, you don't have a thought process when it comes to that. But what really started my changing path was is I had a nephew named Kason Blaine that was born shortly in that time frame, 2013 era.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I'm telling you, Sean, you know, I've let some of my own kids down. It just happens with doing that much time. But that nephew of mine, he is my only nephew, and he was the highlight and the starting point of changing my life right there.
How so, though, Austin? What did he do? I mean, what was the difference? What made the difference?
The difference is I had got out in 2013, and you know, you told your family so many times, so many years, decades now, that you know what, I'm going to get out and I'm going to change.
Right.
I'm going to be better. You know, and eventually, those family members are like, you know what, whatever. You know, they're just like.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
You know, if it doesn't, then you know what, we're not let down because we're used to seeing you in there. And I didn't really tell nobody I was done. I didn't really, you know, when I got out in 2013, I told myself, I said, self, you're going to go out to the oil field, you're going to go to work, and you're going to stay out there for 18 hours a day, you're going to go back to camp, you're going to go to sleep, and you're going to go back home, you know.
That's some rough work.
Did, man. My nephew changed me so much, you know, and shortly after, I started off lifting in Planet Fitness, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And that's no joke. I started off in Planet Fitness, and
we're not gonna disconnect you for it. Well, we're good.
Yeah, we're not gonna hold that against you.
We'll get why I got kicked out of Planet Fitness here in a minute, but you know,
we'll edit this
kicked out.
We'll edit this part.
I
won't.
get kicked out of Planet Fitness a couple years later, but you know, so. You know, that nephew's born, and it helps put me on a path of like, you know what, dude, you are missing life. That's what you're missing right now. You're missing life. And like I said, I went to the oil field, and my little brother, he said, man, you know what? He says, you know, you got a drug habit, but you beat your drug habit now. You've been out almost 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, dude, he's like, you need to get in the gym. He's like, because that's going to be another habit right there. And he said, before long, that lifting habit is going to become a personal goal habit. It's going to be, you know, a fitness habit. You're going to be on the health pattern, you know? And, And my brother John, he wasn't lying, man. You know, it's some people say that we substitute one addiction for another.
For sure.
And I don't disagree with those.
It's kind of true.
But you know, if I got to have another habit, let it be the gym, you know, because it's keeping me out of one place, you know, so backing it up, you know, yeah, I'm lifting there, and, you know, what is it, 40-pound, 50-pound dumbbells, those get a little old after a while, you know, cranking out reps of 30, and you know, for somebody that has never really lifted, but since high school, you know, all that muscle memory comes back, and the next thing you know, you're this damn gorilla in a purple gym. You know?
That's a good description.
Like, the purple
That's
gorilla.
The perfect description of
the purple gorilla.
I'm like, I got to go somewhere else. So I went to a bigger gym, and you know, I started to learn different things there. I was still in the oil field, and I met a really good powerlifter down in Del Rio named Matthew Mack. Anybody ever looks him up, look up some old YouTube videos. He was trained by Josh Bryant. He was strong as fuck, dude. He was a strong 220 guy. And he took me to an SPF powerlifting meet at Merry Christmas Games around December of 2015, I believe. And I was hooked, man. It was a crazy hook in me right there.
So you were in prison, in and out 22 years of your life. You get out. Your nephew kind of helps change your life. No more drugs, no more drugs, a little bit of alcohol.
Yeah, obviously.
And
beer, just beer.
Yeah, just a cold beer every now and then. And then, or the Patron shots we took after our last meet together. And then, so let's go up to this injury that you had. Well, you set some world records. That's the big thing that you did in your powerlifting career was setting a world record, right? And what was that pull that you made?
I believe it was 689 at national championship in June. June the 6th, and it was my second pull, but it did set the IPO world record. And since I became a Masters 1 at 275, I have been on a chase with Derek Jarman out of Houston, Texas, and I've watched him lift for so long, and it's just like, you going up against somebody that you idolize in powerlifting, and basically get to the same level where you're actually going after their records. It's just it's a mind-blowing event. Some people will never understand it. People that don't get close to those types of records, they won't ever understand it. But it was just I've been able to beat his squat record, a lot of his pull records, a lot of his deadlift records. I finally snagged his IPO world record. He's 5 years older than me now, but if there was ever a guy that I wanted to compete with at the same time, at the same meet, it would be Derek Jarman. That dude is just a phenomenal guy. He's bodybuilder, strongman, hell of a powerlifter. He's freakishly strong,
So we haven't even talked about that aspect of it yet, but you really hit a high at your last meet. I mean, you would probably consider that the strongest you've ever been, huh?
Well, actually, so comes to nationals, I really had a bad meet. And when I say bad meet, I think I probably went 4 for 9.
Right.
My squats, as good as they were in training, regardless of the adductor and groin tear at the very beginning of prep, were horrendous. If you look at some old videos of the number 1 squat,
I've seen them.
It was terrible. I actually should have bombed out in nationals. What happened was on the second squat, if you watch the spotters on my left side, they impeded all the judges' view. And of course, the way the rule book's written, when the judge's view is blocked, it automatically goes to the lifter. And she did have she had a line of sight on me on the unrack, and you could just see it was totally blocked out. And a lot of people won't admit that, but I'm a way different lifter than a lot of people. I'm not saying I'm the best, but it is what it is. I really should have bombed out at nationals.
I would still say, as far as you setting that world record, your business, your family life, everything, you were kind of on you were on a super high. I mean, dude, everything was going your way.
I was in a brand new home. Brand new gym setting that I had rebuilt here. Work is going phenomenal. Powerlifting was going great because honestly, nobody thought I was going to come back from that adductor injury. Nobody thought anything.
Right.
No, they didn't even think I was going to get any pulls in.
I'm pretty sure I knew that you were.
I mean, I had some DMs saying, dude, our money is on you.
Yeah.
But, I didn't ever get any hate mail. I did get a few that said, man, you know what? You are way good. There's other meets. I'm like, y'all don't understand. It's like, this is an IPO sanctioned meet. We got a chance at records here. I was like, this is my last year as a Masters 1. It's over with after this. I want that record right now, this meet. And that's what I wanted.
Yeah, the sooner you get out of the Masters 1, the better for me. You know what I'm saying?
If you can get that 672, you go ahead and get it, buddy.
I'm going to, brother. I promise.
Hey, Austin. The Masters in lifting, powerlifting. I'm not a power lifter. Okay. Yeah. I'm a track athlete. So the Masters in track is like the age group that I'm in is 54 or 55 to 59 years old. Is it the same in the lifting as it is in what we're doing?
Well, for Masters, we would have, you'd have your sub-Masters, which we start at 36 to 40. And then Masters 1 would be your, 35 to 39.
Okay.
Masters 1 would be 40 to 44. And then we have 45 to 49.
Okay, so it's the same. It's structured the same.
Yeah, pretty much structured the same,
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're doing this, you're on this high that we were talking about, and then all of a sudden you're building what exactly were you building, and exactly what happened on the job?
So I was building a pergola as a wedding gift for my buddy's house. And, man, just a freak accident. I was on the lower level, which my footing was about 12 foot off the ground, and I was standing straight up. Everybody knows I'm about 6'2", and I had a safety pad on a joist that failed on me, and it snapped the joist. It snapped everything. And,
was there a reason for the snap, Austen? Like when you go and you look back at it, was it just a board that freakishly snapped, or was there a knot in the board? What happened?
There was a knot. There was one knot on the top side of the board, and it was a very, very freakish ordeal. You know, it's something that's never happened before. I've never had a piece of new lumber break on a job site like that. Very, very surreal. I remember hearing my wife scream on the way down, and you're looking at, 1 or 2 seconds and you're on the ground.
Right.
But I remember her screaming, and the last real thing that I remember her asking is, I think she was probably in shock already, but she said, do I call 911? And I said, yeah. I said, I'm broken half. I knew the way I landed. It didn't really hurt Sean and Mark. And I'm not just saying that out of being cocky. It didn't really hurt, the landing like that. But I knew at the same time I was definitely broken half. And I was, there was no moving. I couldn't roll.
What exactly were the injuries, Austen?
So I broke my pelvis. Your pelvis is basically round like a pretzel, like a big old round pretzel. Yep. All your nerve endings, all your ligaments, everything is running right through there. And I had a 5 centimeter break in the front and the back. And I broke my right hip. My femoral artery was leaking into my bowels, my intestines, my guts, my bladder. Crushed both testicles. That's a hard one to admit right there. Yeah, so it was bad. There was no moving at all. I was really glad for my wife to be there.
I'm gonna need you to send that testicle pic to Eric at some point.
Hey, you're talking about 15-inch round balls, buddy.
Oh.
Hey, anybody that says they want big nuts, they're lying.
I guarantee we could put all 3 of our balls together and we wouldn't have that much balls. Especially me.
Speak for yourself.
I know for a fact.
Hey, you know it's bad when they got to make a sling. When they got to make a sling for your nuts so you can walk. It's horrible.
That's good stuff.
Terrible. I couldn't. You go look at my Instagram and there's a video of just me learning how to do my feet on the ground, and that's why I couldn't get out of bed, dude.
Right.
There's no way I could get out of bed. It's pretty bad. It's rough stuff, man. And of course, some of that extra is, when they cut you in half for surgery, they tell you too, you're going to swell up even more than what you're already swollen. And They weren't lying, dude.
So what do you attest to you having such a positive attitude about all this? Like you being able, like one of the things you said in one of your posts one time when you said, the only training I can do today is I got this far on the sidewalk. And for you to even label that as training, I was like, this motherfucker, I swear to God, dude. Like this is his first step back to do, that's crazy.
Everybody knows that, I never give a shit if I get hurt or not. I'm going to do something,
Right.
I don't care. I don't care if it's trying to hold on to walk through this bathroom door here without a walker. I'm going to try to walk like I'm supposed to with the walker, but no walker, and just try to migrate through the door. I'm still going to try to do some type of physical labor.
And how much do you attest to that, to the life you lived before this? Do you think that what you had to go through before this just makes you appreciate life every day, and that's why you're able to keep such a positive attitude after an injury like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of things. I think that, had I not made some of these changes back in 2013, I don't think I would have really got off that concrete, Sean. I think I'd have been the product of a white sheet. I think the hearse would have came. I don't think this conversation would have been happening right now.
Crazy, dude.
I just if I would have been doing this job back then, I wouldn't have had no type of muscle. I wouldn't have had any bone density. You know, I wouldn't have been able to take that concrete like I did. You know.
Yeah,
And
we talked about that before.
But it's eye opening as well because I couldn't live through that in 2013.
Yeah.
We talked about that before, about how if it wasn't for your lifting and staying strong, it probably would have taken a bigger toll than it has.
Yeah, I really do firmly believe that, and not just that. You know, a big mental and a big mental picture of it is there's so many people that have reached out to me across the world, from Russia, from China, Australia,
Wow.
all around the globe. I think we had somebody message us from Yugoslavia that was a powerlifter.
Blows your mind, right, when that kind of stuff happens?
You got to try to figure out what they're saying, you know, but they've been following you for years.
Google Translate.
You know, it's just crazy because obviously these people that have messaged you, donated to you, you have touched their life in some way. You know, you've made some type of positive remark. You've done something positive around them, and it's not that they feel obligated, but they're like, you know what, we got to pull for this guy because we need him in our community. You know.
What do you see?
It's a big community, dude. We're solid.
Yeah. What do you see as far as your plans for the future? Like, I know you, and I know you probably already have what you probably consider a program for you for the.
Well, without saying it, maybe we'll just have to get together and film this. I don't know, because it'll be in Houston, October 23rd. October 23rd. I'm going to send Eric the link for it here in a little bit. It's going to be a cancer benefit for Bad Santa's wife, Robin LaBarge.
I'm already signed up, brother.
So, I'm going to sign up.
Oh, shit.
Nobody really knows this. Nobody's really expecting this.
Well, they will now.
I don't care. I
Yeah,
don't care
12
if it's the
people.
bar and some rubber weights to warm up with. I got a goal to pull 150 pounds on October 23rd.
Ooh,
Nice, dude.
So, we're going to see what happens. I'm working on having an Iron Rebel booth there to really blow the doors off this thing. John Meadows just passed away this week. I'd like to have some. I'm also a granite supplement dealer, so I'd like to have a lot of granite supplements down there as well. But I think y'all are going to see something October 23rd.
Okay.
I really do, man. I think my healing's going good. I'm waiting on August 31st. So I have another body CT scan, and we'll see what happens, dude.
It sucks that it sucks that you had to fall 12 feet and break your pelvis for me to outpull you finally. But I'm finally going to get you, asshole.
Hey, if you do 150, I might maybe beat you.
Say it again, Mark.
I said if you pull 150, you might barely beat me.
Hey, I'm going to start with 150, and if it feels good, y'all already know.
Oh, I know. I've seen your programs go off track before.
Yeah.
Hey, so that being said and all that, what I want to let you know was we're going to make a donation to you, and then when Eric's thing comes up, we're going to be making a donation to that through the name of Stronger the Most, and even Mark, me telling him your story without him even following you a month when this happened, he says that this helped inspire him and fuel him to keep going and training for the things that he does. And everybody that I talked to you about all has positive things to say about you. And I just wanted to tell you that you've been a big inspiration to me, and I appreciate everything you do for me and the powerlifting community, bro.
Yep.
And I've always said it, and my wife has said it, her phone, I promise you, her phone probably went off 300 times in the first 18 hours with calls and texts from people, and she was just blown away, and I will say this until I'm 6 foot under. The powerlifting, the strongman, and the bodybuilding industry is huge, and when we come together, it's a force to be reckoned with. There's nothing else that can beat it. There's not an NFL sport, a pro sport, basketball, baseball, it doesn't come together like
Don't-
bodybuilding.
Don't say track and
Or
field.
strongman or powerlifting. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, so we're gonna throw your all your donation links up while we're doing this interview, and I urge everybody to go out there and this is a good, hard-working man that has a family and that was working when this happened, and he deserves all the help he can get, and I'm going to be there for you for life, brother. I wish I could have been there for you in person whenever this happened instead of just trying to get a hold of you over the phone and stuff.
It's all right. The thoughts. I tell everybody, it's like, you know what, you can say what you say about prayers, thoughts, vibes. You know, when it comes down to it, when you're down, you feel all that stuff.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Just hearing it helps you get over that hump.
Well, we're here for you.
Somebody say, hey man, I got you. You know,
Yeah.
what are you gonna need?
Yeah,
That helps you get over a hump big time, dude. It's just telling somebody, hey man, I'm here for you. You know,
Yeah,
you're having a bad day, I'm here for you. And man, the guy that could say that the most was Dorian Yates back in '95 era.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, what
You
I
see somebody out there that's hurting, you know, hey man, it's gonna get better. You know, you'll be all right. Let's do it.
Yeah, when I hear stories like yours, you know, I'm 55 years old. When I go to get out of bed in the morning, I hurt.
He's old.
I'm old. But, you know, I keep pushing, and I try to inspire people by doing what I do. But when I see stories like yours, it inspires me to even further inspire people. So, yeah.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate your time,
Appreciate
brother. We're
you.
going to put those links up, and I can't wait to see you in October in person. I'll buy you that drink.
Hey, I might get down there sooner than October. Remember, we got the American Championship November. Well, that's in November, so I'll be there in October. I'll be there in November also. But
Okay.
I'll probably be there. I'll probably be there for like John Griffin meet in October
Okay, awesome, dude.
up there in the Woodlands. I'll be up there for that one too. You know.
Austin, where do you
There's no
live?
telling. I'm not. I can't work right now, so I'm gonna be traveling around meeting up with y'all. So
You live
I'll be looking for the
you
next
live up
meeting.
north of
I'll be
Austin?
there.
You live up north of Austin?
Yes, sir. I live in Parker Heights.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a state competition in the discus coming up in San Antonio.
Okay.
That'll be in
You're about-
October.
That's about 122 miles from me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, brother. I appreciate your time, Austin, and I appreciate what you've done for me over the years. I can't wait to pull against you in October.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, we'll see what happens, man. Who knows what'll happen, dude?
Knowing
Yeah.
you, hey,
Tripping out, or I go crazy out there. I doubt I'll go crazy, but you know.
yeah, knowing you might outpull everybody.
16-ounce girl, we'll do it.
Yeah, brother. All right, Austin.
All right.
Appreciate it, brother.
Later, buddy.
All right.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate Austen Horton coming on the show. Thanks, eRock and the Peacock. Remember, everybody, that we're all stronger than most. We can't wait to talk to everybody, not just world record breakers, but everybody. Appreciate it. Peace.
Peace out.
Later,
Thank
guys.
y'all.
Crimson and Clover. Everything's being recorded, I believe, bro.
No, you'll find out.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah. When she comes walking over.
She's like,
Enough.